You pooed up on yourself.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. This is the first session of question and answering for Pop Watch with Nan and Pop. Say hi, Pop.
Hi, Pop.
No, you say hi. Nan, say hi.
Hi, everybody.
Pop, say hi.
Hi. How y'all doing?
All right. First question is from Jeff Jones from Camden, Alabama. This one goes to Nan. Does Jason really ever buy Dr. Peppers and stock the fridge at your house, or is he lying?
He's lying. He never buys a Dr. Pepper.
That's true.
I said you were supposed to make me look like a good guy.
Well, you mow my grass, which I'm grateful for. Maybe you earned the Dr. Pepper.
When?
By mowing the grass and taking out the trash.
Okay. Enough about me.
Oh, boy, what's wrong with you?
Pop, is Jason really a hard worker, or is he just full of shit?
You're just full of shit.
No, he's a hard worker.
Where at?
He works hard. He cleans the yard and he blows the leaves.
Where do you think you go around?
With my blower.
But he still blows it because you
There
don't
ain't
blow.
nothing to it.
All righty. The next question. This is from Debbie Flynn from Lancaster, South Carolina. Pop, Nan, who's the boss?
I am.
I'll let her
I
be
am
the
the
boss.
boss.
She
He
can
knows
be the boss
that.
for a while.
I talk
But
loudly.
whenever I tell it stop, that's it.
Heck no. I ignore you. I am like a cat.
No, you
sometimes I annoy you
No, you
and
don't.
sometimes
No, you
I
don't.
ignore you.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
All right. Next question is from Audra Hernandez Jones from Bowling Green, Florida. We'll ask Nan this one. Nan, in today's climate, we see a lot of hate for biracial dating and marriages. What are some obstacles that you and Pop had to face, and what advice do you give younger folks who may face this situation?
To avoid people that are negative, that they have that way of thinking, and I really didn't face any obstacle, but people used to make fun of my accent, and I ignore it because that's something I cannot, there's nothing I can do about it. I probably have more education than they do, but than they did.
Pop, what are you doing? You just distracting Pop down there at the bottom. All right. Next question is from Rayla Henry Minard from New Waverly, Texas. Nan, when you first met Pop, how did y'all communicate if you did not speak English that well? How long did it take for you to learn English once you moved to the United States, and how hard was it?
I told her.
I used to say I love you. I used to reach out and give him a little kiss. That was after we were married. And I learned English watching The Young and the Restless, One Life to Live, and All My Children. I watched soap operas.
Pop, did you watch soap operas with her?
No.
Okay.
He worked.
I had to work.
Work?
Worked.
I don't remember that part of your
I had to
history.
do 2 jobs. King Tool and Lepus.
But you did not do both at the same time, Julio.
Julio, I did.
No, Julio, you didn't.
All righty. Next question from Christina Cutright from Shanahan, Illinois. I probably mispronounced that, but I've never seen that city before. Okay. Nan, what is your favorite recipe that you love for special occasions and holidays?
I like chicken and rice. I like to make chicken and rice, and I like to, during the holidays, of course, I still like smoked turkey and rice dressing. and cornbread dressing and all the trimmings.
This is Christina's second question. What's your secret for staying so beautiful?
Me?
And no,
That's that. Are you
Naya.
beautiful or handsome?
what's your secret for staying so beautiful and having gorgeous thick hair? Any special soap or moisturizers? We love you guys so much.
I use Pantene soap and moisturizer for my hair. I wash my hair every other day. And I don't have any special thing that I use in my face. Sometimes I use oil of Olay moisturizer. Hope Oil of Olay company will send me some freebies.
What does Pop use?
I don't use nothing.
He uses the Dove to keep his soap to keep his skin moisture.
Is that how he's managed to stay so youthful?
Dove.
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 Dove, not Dove.
D-O-V, Dove.
All right.
So,
Next question is from Teresa Lang Lockhart from Arlington Heights, Illinois. I see Pop still has a flair for pretty women. Does it make Nan jealous?
no.
No. She knows I'm gonna do it anyway.
There's nothing there.
She knows I'm gonna eat
D-
them pieces.
Does Nan enjoy getting some eye candy herself?
Of course.
You enjoy what?
I like eye candy.
Eye
I
candy,
mean,
seeing
there's
a good-looking buff
you
guy.
see, there's still blood, you see, flowing through
She
his
don't like
veins.
candy.
Yes, I like eye candy.
But at the end of the day, you see Pop.
What a... No comment.
All right. This one is from Christy DeLuca from Bonnie Lake, Washington. And this is for both of y'all. We'll go with Nan first. Who is the biggest influence in your life and why? For Nan first.
My first grade teacher. She always, I went to school, I started first grade when I was 8 years old. And I think she was surprised because most kids are younger. And she always encouraged me, and I never forget her saying to take care of my teeth so it would last. And I have taken care of my teeth, and I still have my own teeth.
But why? People are going to want to know why were you 8 years old starting first grade?
Because my mama didn't want me to go to school because she wanted me to stay home and help take care of the others, my siblings, and help her with the housework. That's what Mama and I never did get along. That's why I left home when I was 14 years old.
What was the last grade that you finished in Puerto Rico, and what was your age?
The last grade I finished in Puerto Rico was the 8th grade. No, but that was in nighttime. I finished 6th grade in daytime. Then I went to work because I was 14 when I was in the 6th grade. And then I went to night school and went 7 and 8. And then I got married and finished in Spring Hill in Longview, Texas. I started back 9 years later, the second half of the 10th grade, so I never took the 9th grade. And when I graduated from high school in 2.5 years, I had made the AB honor roll. I was the 7th in class to graduate with honors.
Pop, were you ever on AB honor roll?
Heck no.
Very good.
Pop, who had the most influence on your life growing up?
Fred Gray.
Who?
Fred Gray.
Yeah, he know. I done told Fred Gray.
Who was Fred Gray?
He was the head principal and basketball coach.
And what did he used to say to you?
To The States.
with the board.
With the board. The States.
He'll whip you with the board, and I got a bunch of them from him.
The apple doesn't fall too far from the tree.
Huh?
I said the apple doesn't fall too far. Don't point to me.
That's exactly right.
I was good.
You good nothing.
Remember when your daddy whipped you because you hide under the bus?
Yeah, but that's
Never
not a.
forget that whipping.
But this is not about me. This is
well,
about you know.
Well, we make it about you too. It's all in the family.
All right, this one is from Caitlin Elizabeth in Warrington, Ohio. Pop, why don't you let Jason ever look at those good-looking women?
Look at the good-looking women.
Why don't you ever let me look at the good-looking women?
For what?
I'm asking you.
I know, but why should I?
Just because you're nice? You want me to experience?
I don't want him to get.
You want these eyes to experience beauty?
No, I just don't want you to get mixed up.
Mixed up.
Mixed up.
Yeah.
Nan, this is part 2 of Caitlin's question. How was that Corona with lime the other day?
Oh, I want to go get me another one just in a few minutes. It was.
She will. She'll get
It
another.
was good. It just hit the spot.
This is from Marcia Duckett from Fayetteville, Tennessee. Nan, I would love to hear the story how you and Pop met. I know it was in the service, but I would like to hear the very first time your eyes met and what was the first romantic date that y'all shared.
Well, we were working together, but long before we met, he already had seen me, but I had not seen him, and he made a bet with one of his soldiers, remember Savage from Montana, a $2 bet that someday you marry me. But I was not even in the picture at the time.
And I didn't even get my $2.
You didn't get the $2 and then you marry me
I
anyhow.
know it.
And like I said, my girlfriend Gina introduced us,
Gina.
and we had the dates that we had were 3 dates with Gina. It was a trio, the 3 of us together. We never went on a formal date. And that third night after we met, you asked me, you said you were going to take me to Texas, and I was puzzled, I was scared. And I said, why? And then you said, because I'm going to be shipped to Lake Charles, Louisiana in about a couple of weeks. So we had to hurry up and get married because I wasn't going to let him go, because when you have to take risks in life in order to get the reward. So here we have been married 63 years, 2 sons, 2 beautiful, educated sons, 3 grandchildren, 1 great-grandchild. And it was a good risk to take at the time. I'm still looking good, and he's all dilapidated.
Alrighty. And now,
He didn't have no money. He's not the gringo with money.
I had money. You just didn't know nothing about it.
But where is it?
It's always.
Where is it?
Yeah.
alrighty. This is the last page of questions. This is from Valerie Johnson Williams from Dorton, Kentucky. Nan, what's the maddest you've ever been at Pop?
Oh, I have been at him mad many times when he was in the service. One time he used to go straight from, his daddy used to own a nightclub 18 miles from the base. So he discovered something there in the fountain, I don't know. But he used to drive over there because we only had one old car and leave me 18 miles away. And he used to go there all the time so he could help his dad, a bartender. So one time I took a taxi cab. And when I went all the way to the club there, I had no money because I wanted him to pay for the taxi cab. I went there, and guess what? He was dancing with the waitress. I took my wedding ring off and I threw it in his face, and he grabbed me by the arm and said, "Get in my daddy's car," and he drove me back to Lake Charles, downtown Lake Charles, to the apartment. But meantime, while we were driving, I opened the glove box, and there was a gun, loaded, a gift. I pick up that gun and I put it on his temple as I drive all the way. He said, "Woman, are you crazy? What's the matter with you?" He was driving 117 miles an hour. "Are you crazy?" And you know, he never did that again. He never went back to the club. That cured him.
But I kept thinking about her. What was her name?
All you LJ.
LJ.
You remember that?
Yeah, all you have to do is put a gun to his head, a loaded gun to his head, and that will cure him because
Oh, LJ.
I knew I wasn't going to shoot because I could not drive and I wasn't going to I was just, but he didn't know that I wasn't going to shoot because, we Spanish people, we have a temper, and sometimes our temper take the best of us.
Pop, this question's from Craig Falkowski from Buffalo, New York. Pop, it's 100 degrees in Buffalo. It's 100 degrees in Buffalo, New York. How can I keep cool?
How do you keep cool?
Yeah, it's 100 degrees in Buffalo, New York. How do I keep cool?
Buy an air conditioner.
I thought you said take a beer, drink a beer.
Drink a beer.
Quit grabbing me. You're getting to be.
Ready?
What?
We got a couple more. Amanda Freeman from Social Circle, Georgia. Nan, what do you say you miss the most about living in Puerto Rico?
I miss my family, the traditional food from Puerto Rico. I miss the weather. It just, there's something about Puerto Rico that wants to keep you there. And I haven't had a chance to go in a long time, but when I go, I'm going to enjoy myself with my brothers because I'm going to leave somebody behind that don't want to dragging me back.
I'm going to stay right here and make sure the women don't get lost going up the road here.
I'm going to go there and get me some eye candy. Just
Get you some what?
you don't know.
You don't know. All right, this is the last question from Denise Humphrey Crane from Cedar Bluff, Alabama. Nan, what is the most valuable life lesson that you have learned that you would want Connor to take with him?
Self-discipline. I want him to get an education. I want him to be respectful of others' opinion.
And what else?
And just he can state his own opinion but respect the opinion of other people, and that way he can get along.
Who?
Connor.
Oh, yeah.
Connor, Pop, what valuable life lesson that you have learned that you want Connor to take with him for the rest of his life? What have you learned in life?
For him to be happy and joyful and respectful to everybody he meets. That's the main thing.
Well, that's the end of this question and answering. Whoa, sit back down.
No, I'm ready to go.
What would y'all like to say to everybody out there in the Facebook world who love y'all's videos in closing this segment of the video?
I want to thank everyone for supporting us. I didn't know there were so many wonderful people out there. I wish I could meet them all. But my husband and I, we appreciate the support. And thank you so much. And keep looking.
Yep,
You never know.
that's true.
Tonight, I'm going to have to go to the college to give a commencement speech for the graduates. So I have to go there. I'm still working on the speech that I'm going to give tonight. I haven't even timed it, so I'm going to say, hasta la vista, adios,
Adios.
arrivederci.
Now give me a kiss.
Ooh,
Get back now.
let's get back in my house.